Hi, so my name is Arunimaa, and I've been an educator for a decade now, an English educator. And so today we are going to take up the poem Childhood, Class 11th CBSE. So, childhood, first of all, when we talk about childhood, childhood is a phase in an individual's life, but something which is not in the syllabus. I just want to talk about it for a few moments. We do not know psychologically the child never dies inside you. There is always an inner child. And the way your real childhood phase has been dealt with will always stay with you in the form of an inner child. Like, let's say, if you had a really healthy childhood, that then it will showcase in your progress in life, in growth, and you not posing any problems in your growth, like procrastination or behavior in which you don't want to do things. But if you've had a problematic childhood, then it will show in one or the other situations. The trauma response will come up. Okay. Now, this poem is written by a person called Markus Natten, who is observing that particular moment when suddenly you realize, okay, I am not a child anymore. And where exactly did that thing go out of me? So the first stanza says, when did my childhood go? When? Okay, they're talking about the time. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Okay, so is it like, an exact time? Like the day your birthday is, the 11th birthday, you become an older person. Or was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography? Now, what is he trying to do? He's trying to say that, you become an adult or you become an older being bit by bit. Okay. So it's happening bit by bit to him. First of all, he comes up to a certain age, like 11, wherein he's being treated as an older person, a little older. Then the second thing is that, since our childhood, we've been told about, if you do bad things, you will go to hell. And if you do good things, you will go to heaven. Okay. And then when you start studying, then you realize that, okay, in geography, we have India, we have, other nations, but there is no place called hell and heaven. And by the way, as a spiritual person, I would definitely guide you here that what you were taught in your childhood was not all wrong. Okay. Because they say hell and heaven is both here. Okay. There's something like dimensions, and your mental dimension, whether you are free of problems, and things like that, they do make you live into the same physical state. Like, let's say I am living on the same, let's believe that there are two people living in the same society. Okay, society, apartments. Okay, and I may be at a real mental cool. Okay, I can be in a very calm state. For me, life is like heaven. I can do things that I want to do. I'm very happy, I'm content. But another person who is maybe living in a 3 BHK or a 4+1 BHK kind of an apartment and has all the possible amenities, so like according to the world is like very happy and rich and things like that, may not be very happy because the mental peace may not be there. The person may be bothering himself or herself with all kinds of stresses. So then the hell is here, right on earth, only like a few inches away from my house. Okay. So yes, they were not wrong what you were taught in the childhood. But our education system is very logical and rational. So he's asking that, was it the time when I saw geography and I looked through maps and I realized, okay, there's no place called hell and heaven. When I realized this, was it the time I became an adult and I stopped being a child and therefore could not be? Was that the day? So after becoming rational, did I transform into an older person? I stopped being a child? He's asking that. Okay. So the second stanza, when did my childhood go? Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? They talked of love and preached of love, but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? Now you think about it in terms of, this is called hypocrisy. This particular stanza, the theme is hypocrisy. Children are told the best of things. That's what all the parents aim to do, right? They want to teach the best of things to their children, but the parents don't realize that they also need to be all those things that they teach. Because children are not going to listen to the words, they are going to take from the examples. Okay, as a teacher, I've seen that enough. In the parents-teachers meeting, the problems that underlies in a student, number of times I'm able to plot them, like actually see them in the parents as well. Okay, I'm not trying to say that all the indisciplined students or the disruptive students come from a family where the parents are like that. I'm not trying to say that, but somewhere down the line we need to understand that parenting is about being that thing yourself. Now these parents are teaching you must be so loving, but they're not loving themselves. There are so many things. I remember when as a child I read in my civics book, intercaste marriages should be encouraged. I was just wondering, really? Because that was a shock to me. Okay, because we come in a community where these things are not normalized. The books may teach it, but the real society will constrain it, okay, will control it. No, you are not supposed to be mingling with other communities. Anyway, so he's realizing that was it the day I realized that adults are hypocrites. What they say, they don't do. Was it that day I stopped being a child? Because as a child, if I tell you as a mother, my children think I'm the perfect person. Okay, they believe everything that I say, and the day they'll start realizing that no, what mama says is not what she actually does, then they will not like me. Okay, and there are realizations, there are moments when you realize these things, and you don't feel very, you don't feel particularly happy about it. So he's saying that maybe then I grew up to be an adult and I stopped being a child because the innocence was taken away. Okay. Third stanza. When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine? To use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people, but my own and mine alone. Was that the day? Now, this talks about individuality. The theme here in this stanza is individuality. Most of us are brought up in the collective consciousness in a way that our parents' dream becomes our dreams. Okay, the parent says, I want you to be a doctor. Okay, I want you to be an IAS officer. And we end up becoming that, or we end up having the same dreams because we want our parents to be happy. We identify ourselves with our parents. Okay, they are older, so they know more. They are older, but they're not career counselors. I'm sorry. Anyway, so the fact that you need to know what you actually deserve to be, you need to know where your potential lies. And this person is saying that one fine day, and for number of people who do not do meditations, who are not psychologically inclined to know themselves, for a number of people who are very rational, very logical, and they just want to see what is there right in front of their eyes. They don't believe anything which is beyond the eyes. Okay, if you cannot see, then it is not there. That's the kind of logic. For a number of people, this realization happens very late in their lives. Okay, he's saying that was it that day when I realized that no, I can do what I want. Maybe I was brought up in a way where I was told that you are such a fool, you are an idiot. Okay, now a child being told that since the childhood starts believing, yes, I'm an idiot. I'm, whatever my parents or my elder siblings are telling me, I am that only. I am not capable. The child was brought up like that, and the child started agreeing with the family. But then, at a point of time in life, the child was surprised by his or her own abilities. Oh, really? Am I able to do that so well? Then the child realizes that no, actually, my mind is like a cup, okay, wherein all kinds of garbage is being filled. Unless I take out the garbage, I will not be able to fill it with the kind of thoughts I want to. That is the reality, and that's something I keep talking about, law of attraction. Your subconscious mind actually attracts the realities of your life. You are what you believe you are. If you believe you are an idiot, you will behave like an idiot. But if you believe that you can make, choices in your life, really healthy choices, you can be successful. If you believe that, you will be. Okay, because and it's not like on a conscious level. You have to subconsciously believe. You have to get rid of the blocks. Okay, it's not like you do 5-minute activities of telling yourself, I'm very intelligent, I'm very intelligent, I'm very intelligent, and the rest of the day you think, oh God, I'm so not intelligent. Why did I do things like this? You keep criticizing yourself. Okay, so this particular stanza talks about the fact that this person at a point of time has realized that, oh really, I'm not what I was told I was. I can create the thoughts that I want to. Self-talk, that is the talk. There are two people talking always in our brain. That talk can be monitored. As I told you about the inner child, that talk can be monitored. The way you've been brought up is obviously going to make, a difference in your life. Whether you had an abusive childhood, whether you were always told that you are worth nothing, or you were dealt in a very healthy manner. A lot of people are not dealt in a very healthy manner. A lot of parents are parents, because not because they wanted to be parents, but because everyone gets married and has children. So consequently, a lot of us are coming from a childhood which was not a very healthy one. But you can create positive thoughts. That's what he's realizing at the moment. Was it when I found that my mind was really mine? Okay, my mind is belongs to me, so I'm going to fill it with positive thoughts. I'm going to remove all the garbage and I'm going to put all the positive things, and I'm going to do positive things, and I'm going to get very, very positive results. And the last one, where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that is hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So all this while this person was asking where, when at a point of time. Now the person is asking where. Where did it actually go? That innocence of mine, that lack of knowledge of mine. Childhood is a point of time where you believe whatever you are told. In fact, they were talking about the state of hypnosis. Okay, they're talking about the altered states of the brain. There is an experiment, and in it they talk about the fact that up to 7 years of age, the child is actually at the same uh, level of consciousness, which is the hypnosis level. And at the hypnosis level, a person heals number of past traumas. So whatever the person is told at that point of time is what directly goes to the subconscious. So that proves, children till the age of 7, whatever they are told about themselves, about the world, is what is going to be the basic framework of their mind, the subconscious mind. So if you bring up the child till the age of 7 in a very unhealthy manner, keep telling you you're an idiot, and the world is a very sad place, and money is very difficult to get, that the child will become that only. Okay, will likewise only attract those kind of realities. No money, I'm an idiot, and things like that. So now, where did it go? So, this lack of knowledge or this innocence of believing everyone, even the stranger. So, everyone is good. Okay, things like that. So, where did my childhood go? It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So, he ends up saying that this is a cyclic thing. Okay, it's passed on from generation to another generation. Okay, this innocence, this godliness. Okay, godliness, because there is purity, right? When you become older, then you start having rationality. You also become hypocrite. You start saying things that you don't mean. So this is godliness, because godliness is pure. Okay, godliness is being pure. So where does it go? It keeps getting transferred to the upcoming generation. Okay, that is hidden in an infant's face. That's all I know. So that's for the poetry explanation today. Thank you so much.